Hey, what's up guys? Jordan Anderson here, and on today's episode, let's talk about the best and worst position possible on a film set, and that is the production assistant. The production assistant, yeah. I've been a production assistant, better known as a PA. The production assistant, I call it the most essential and useless position on a film set. And why I say it's the most essential is because on a film set, everyone has a very specific job, and what the production assistant is able to do is they're able to sort of fill in the gaps. They're able to do those in-between jobs that it's not necessarily the gaffer's job, it's not necessarily the sound guy's job, it's not necessarily even the director's job. And what the PA can do is they can kind of fill in those spots, fill in those gaps. It's the most useless, I say, because you don't have to have any skill to be a PA necessarily. Well, I mean, the more skill you have as a filmmaker or the more wherewithal you have in the filmmaking process, you're going to be a better PA. But you can have zero experience and show up on set and help out in some cases. So some good etiquette as a PA. This may sound a little bit rough, so bear with me. Again, I've been a PA, I know what it's like. I would say probably the best etiquette of a PA is to be seen and not heard. And when that's that sounds very Victorian, old school. But what I mean by that is you don't need to put yourself into this situation. You just need to help the situation. Don't try to hide a problem from the producer, and don't get in the way of the filmmaking process. You're there as help. You're an unskilled worker essentially. So leave the big jobs to the, I guess, more skilled positions. Again, don't take offense. Jeez, I can already see some of you like taking offense. Like, I've been a PA my whole life. So some more PA etiquette is to have a good attitude. If you're showing up on set, we want you to be in a good mood. If you're gonna be in a bad mood, then I don't want you on set. I don't want you there. I don't want you around. I don't want you bringing down the set. The PA is the lowest position, so that means it's the most expendable. If a PA is acting up, if a PA is bringing down the whole cast and crew or distracting them somehow, interrupting the process, I have no problem firing a PA. Like I'll fill in their job for that day, but a good PA can really help the production move forward. As a PA, you want to always be ready, and this kind of ties into seen and not heard. Be on the sidelines, ready to dive in to solve the problem. If the grip needs help, if the gaffer needs help, if they need help, hold the door while the camera crew comes in to get the shot. Simple things like that. Be ready, be alert. Don't just be on your phone when you're on set. Don't just be goofing off in the back. Don't sleep on set. Yeah, just be an active participant on set, but at the same time, don't get in the way. Sometimes a producer or a director or any head of a department will ask a PA to do something, and they're usually expected to do that. But what do you do if you have no idea what they're talking about? You have no filmmaking experience, and they've just told you to go set this kind of stand-up or go even grab a C-47, and you just have no idea what they're talking about. A lot of people will try to play it cool and pretend like they know what they're talking about and like, yeah, I'll go do it. And what they usually end up doing is screwing it up or completely missing the instructions. People understand that you're a production assistant. There's an understanding that you're not the most skilled and you don't have very much experience. So don't be embarrassed. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't enamor the director or producer with questions constantly. But if you're honestly not sure how to do something, or if you have no idea what the instructions are, then please ask. I'd rather you ask than for you to screw it up and then me have to correct it and then tell you to go do something again. You want to be, just, how should I put it? Be shamelessly ignorant. That's probably a good way to put it. Like, don't be embarrassed that you don't know something. Can you go grab me a C-47? Honestly, I don't know what that is. Can you explain to me what this is? Some people may get mad. Some people maybe have short patience on you. Unfortunately, a lot of anger is taken out on PAs, which I don't really like. I can kind of understand that it's like a high stress situation and you ask the wrong question to the wrong person and they kind of chewed your ass out about something. That unfortunately happens, and I don't wish that on anybody. I don't want that to happen to anybody, especially on my film set. You want to encourage an open environment and a learning environment. I don't want anybody to be embarrassed to ask a question or to to feel like they'll be threatened or to feel like they'll be fired if they say, I don't know how to do that. So usually PAs on a super high-end professional set, I've been paid like $150 for the day. On a low-budget film, it's probably free, or maybe even like a slice of pizza is what you'll get. Being a PA, everyone says you got to put in your time, you got to put in your dues. Don't be ashamed to be a PA. Be open to the idea of a PA. I think it's a great starting point. At least you want to stop being a production assistant as soon as possible. You want to, while you're on set, ask about certain departments, or if you're drawn to the camera department, then start to talk to the ACs, start to talk to the cinematographer about that department and how they work. Yep, so that's a quick little video on life as a PA and how you should act as a PA. And we'll see you next time on the Valley Films video blog. As always, my name is Jordan Anderson from Valley Films. Be sure to follow us on Snapchat at Valley_Films. Follow us on Instagram. Okay, here's a challenge to you guys in the comment section. Leave a comment about a time that you were a PA. Either tell us a good horror story or even a cool experience that you had as a PA. I want to hear them, I want to read them, I want to engage with you guys. And thank you all for watching once again, and we'll see you next time on the Valley Films video blog.